guys, it's Vlogmas day 4 for me, day 5 for everyone else. Friday, I just had an Uber for $23 and I was on my way to the store and the guy canceled it. So I'm sure he ordered really early, like 3 or 4 a.m. and got tired of waiting, because when I got it, it was 5:30. It's 6 o'clock now. So I'm on my way to Tennessee. It snowed last night in Kentucky and Tennessee. Actually more down here, because it was a southern like front. It came upwards. It was weird. Oh my god, y'all are both idiots. That truck suddenly turned without a turn signal and this white car almost rear-ended him, and then the truck stopped like to look at the white car. It was weird. Anyway, I hope everybody had a fabulous week and you're glad that it's Friday. I'm glad that it's Friday, even though I don't have a set schedule like I work every week or every day or whatever, you know. But I do like Fridays. Fridays, I make a lot of money. It just feels different, you know, like, because I used to be that 9 to 5 person who looked forward to Friday every week, and so I still do. It's still in me. I have my coffee from Leslie. You guys, if you watched my vlog yesterday, Leslie sent me a friend mail package, and it's got the best coffee ever in it. So here it is. I couldn't use the cup she sent me because it wasn't a travel cup, but I used it yesterday at home, and then my daughter was like, I'm going to use that too. I like that. Look, okay, girl. She is homeschooled, so she's like, I'm going to use it in my coffee tomorrow when I'm doing my schoolwork. Anyway. So I'll let you guys know what I get. As always, like, I know my videos are all the same usually, but like all I do is work. Like, that's all I do is work. Yesterday I went to Goodwill and I got a bunch of stuff, and I'll try to either do a haul video or stitch in a haul in this video. We'll see what the afternoon brings, but I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and I will let you know what I get. 3, 6, 7.
YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today. Love it.
Oh, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I just delivered alcohol to a guy. Those kind of orders always make me so nervous, especially when it's in the middle of nowhere, because it's like, I hope this goes safely, you know. There's a cute little horse over here in the snow, but everything has snow on it, and it's so pretty. I love it. He needs a blanket, though. He's over there freezing his horse sack off. One time I found this bag at Goodwill, and it was a purse, like a lady's purse, and it was like tapestry, you know, and it had horses on it. And my daughter was little, and she was like, it's a horse sack, and she didn't know what she was saying, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds bad. But you guys, it is beautiful out here. All of the evergreen trees are covered in snow. They just look so pretty. And I'm not scared to drive in this. A lot of people are. It's not bad, like, just some of the bridges are iced over. You know, you got to be really careful going across those. But I delivered alcohol. It was $30. And I only went out like 7 miles maybe. It was $30. And then I had a $20 Instacart that was 6 or 7 items. And I delivered that first. Then I went out and delivered his alcohol. Now I'm on my way back to the town I live in for lunch. And y'all, I eat McDonald's once a year or once every 6 months or so. I will crave a burger there. I don't know what it is, but I eat it. I'll eat it once every 6 months to a year. And they have Disney World, well, Disneyland, Disney Happy Meals. I'm going to get one today. And me and my boyfriend are meeting at 12 o'clock to eat there. Because, you know, McDonald's is trash food. And I don't eat there. I don't. I couldn't tell you the last time I ate there, honestly. I get coffee there occasionally. But other than that, I just don't go there. One, it was crap when we were kids, but it's way crappier now. Like, it's different food. It doesn't even taste the same. This bridge is nothing but solid ice, y'all. Hang on. It's literally a solid sheet of ice. Okay. But you know, the fries aren't the same. It just doesn't taste the same. But just once in a while, I'm like, you know what? I want something salty, and I like to get their little cheeseburgers in the Happy Meal and do extra onion and pickle and mustard, and it is so freaking good. I don't care what anybody says. I never eat there. 9 times out of 10, I eat meat, vegetables, fruit sometimes. Sometimes I eat fruit. I ate fruit this morning. I mean, I stick to that kind of stuff. I don't even eat, like, I don't snack. And I don't eat, like, nuts because they hurt my stomach. Like, my diet is just very limited. I don't know. I stick to beef patties with cheese most of the time. That is the bulk of my diet. No bun. I just eat beef patties and cheese. And I drink a lot of coffee, and I eat a lot of turkey and ham and chicken. And a lot of cheese. I do eat a lot of cheese. But other than that, like, that's the bulk of my diet. I don't know. I'm not overweight. I don't see a doctor. I'm not unhealthy. So if I want to go eat at McDonald's once a year, I'm going to do it. So today we're getting Happy Meals. And we're also going to, because Happy Meals are little, we're going to split a Grinch meal too. We're just going to be fat kids today and suffer tomorrow, y'all. That's what we're doing today. It's a snow day. There's school's out, and we're just going to go to McDonald's and have lunch. That's what we're doing. So anyway, I have to meet him at 12. It's 10:32. He has 2 meetings. He works from home. He has 2 meetings, one at 11 and one at 11:30, and then he's going to meet me there, I think. I guess I could go get him. But we just said we were going to meet there, so I don't know where I'm going, y'all. Hang on a second. So this said turn on White Road, but this says Absher Road. But it's the same road. Like, it turns into White Road. Anyway, that is a very adorable house. I wish I lived there. I feel like a nomad sometimes, though. Like, I don't want to buy a house in one town. I feel like I was born to just move around and, like, go different places. Does that make sense? Do y'all ever feel like you're not cut out to live in one place for your whole life? I have in my life lived in Nashville, Tennessee, Tampa, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. This is all when I was a kid. 4 different towns in Kentucky. Is that right? 3 towns in Kentucky. I mean, I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Madison, Tennessee, Hendersonville, Tennessee. So just everywhere, you know. And I don't know, like, when we were kids, we moved around a lot. My dad was a roadie for Leonard Skinner when I was a kid. That was his job. And I know that's crazy. People look at me like, oh my God, but it was normal for me. Like, I saw it as normal, you know. And then when they retired, or, you know, part of the band died in a plane crash and this and that, he went on the road with Steppenwolf. So he's been a roadie for 2 or 3 different bands. And then he also is a luthier, which is someone who builds guitars. He's done that since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. And he's met all the country music stars. You know, when we lived in Nashville, he made guitars for them. I've met Little Texas. And I have autographs from, like, so many different country stars. And we have been to CMA Fest. Like, it has just been, like, a good childhood, but also at the same time, like, really busy. I had to consult the great Apple Map. But anyway. Anyhow, so that's what, you know, that was my childhood right there. What the hell? This map is stupid. Anyway. So my body, my mind, my soul, everything is just used to moving around, doing different things, you know. And we weren't the richest people when I was a kid, but we got to experience a lot of stuff. You know, we had season passes to Opryland. I don't know if you guys ever went to Opryland, but it was a theme park in Nashville. Well, really closer to Madison, but I mean, I guess it is technically in Nashville. Y'all, they tore that down to make a mall, and it just sucks. Like, it's not the same, you know. That is where a lot of my memories was Opryland in Nashville when I was a kid. And I don't know, I have plans to move to Florida in the next few years to do Disney World for a while. And, you know, I would love if I ever got sick of that. Who could get sick of Disney? But I mean, maybe I could. I don't know. I want to retire somewhere cold and snowy and just build myself a cabin or buy one. But I would like to build one and live there when I'm old and watch it snow. And that's my retirement, you know. Vermont or Alaska or Maine are 3 places that I would love to retire. Now, is it hard to, you know, live somewhere cold when you're old? Yeah, probably, but I like the cold. Excuse me, it doesn't bother me at all. But anyway, that's just me rambling. You guys let me know in the comments if you feel like the type of person that doesn't want to stay in one spot all your life. You know, I know a lot of people do. They want to be in one house. They want stability. And it's not like I wouldn't be stable. I can do my job from anywhere, though, you know. And I don't know, like, reselling you can do from anywhere. And that's where the bulk of my income comes from, is reselling. And, you know, gig work is so freeing. Like, you can do that anywhere. So, I don't know. My life is just, like, right now the way I want it. I'm very happy with it. I'm very content. There's nothing materialistic that I want, you know. I just want freedom, and I have that. And I'm so grateful to God for that freedom, for the ability to adapt and adjust and, you know, just enjoy the way I make money. A lot of people dread Monday. They get the biggest, I think I've read a statistic where most heart attacks happen on Monday, which is crazy. Most suicides do, I think. If I'm not mistaken, the heart attack thing I have read for sure. The suicide thing I think I just heard, and I don't know how true that is. But you know, people dread Monday. They get the Sunday scaries. There's a reason that's a term. I have friends that do, you know. And my own boyfriend, like, he has a very good job, and it's not, I don't know, he's been there a long time, like 18 years this coming year, and he loves it. He doesn't want to leave it, but he's a remote, so he can do it from anywhere. But even he gets the Sunday scaries, and I'm just like, dude, I'm so happy I don't. I used to. I have had a couple of jobs in my life where on Sunday night and Monday morning I would be nauseated and have literal dry heaves, y'all, from being so anxious about work. I tried to avoid that pothole and I still hit it. That is stupid of me. But anyway, you know, and I don't know. So, like, if you get the Sunday scaries, if you dread Monday so bad, or if you've had one of those jobs where, like, every morning you're sick to your stomach and you don't feel well, it's time for a change, you guys. I don't know. I feel like that's your body and God like stirring you and telling you to do something different. And I feel like that's what happened to me. So if you guys have not watched my channel before or not watched any of my videos where I've explained, I went to college almost straight out of high school. I skipped a year or two, and I went, you know, I graduated in 2005 from college and have an accounting degree. And I did that for so long. I've worked at a hospital doing medical billing / accounting. I worked for this steel fabrication company, doing accounts receivable and shipping numbers and things like that. And then I have worked in the medical field in mental health, doing accounting and medical billing twice. A few of those were temp positions, you know, and a couple were permanent. I did them for a long time. And I was an office manager at Aspen Dental doing their financial stuff. And that's actually what I started doing. That was like my foot in the door doing accounting, I guess you could say, just to get experience. And all of those jobs made me sick to my stomach every morning and every Sunday night. Like, I don't know, that's just not any way to live. And I understand people have to have a career or a job or a way to make money. And I get, like, you're going to be homeless if you don't go to work. But, so, I left a really verbally abusive relationship and, like, a manipulative relationship in 2018. I had been with that person since 2012, 2013-ish, and I was on my own, like, you know, financially and stuff, and I had to figure it out. So I was working in the medical field at the hospital and doing accounting and medical billing. It wasn't paying the bills. Even if you have a 4-year degree, a lot of places don't pay you enough, and that was one of those places that did not pay me enough, especially for my experience and my degree and all that. So, who's calling me? Stop. I'm trying to talk. Anyway, so I had to get a second income in 2017 when I was planning to leave him. Not only did I sign up for DoorDash and Postmates at the time, you guys. I don't know if Postmates is even still a thing, but it paid really good when I started. But it's the universe, it's God again, okay? I had never thought to resell clothing or shoes. Like, that was not my, you know, idea to do. So I was scrolling Instagram one day, just thinking, just doom scrolling or whatever, you know, in the bathtub. And I came across this girl, and it was a post, and it was like a suggested post, you know. Why, I don't know, because usually your algorithm is stuff you've looked at before, like the suggested. But she was like, I went to a church sale and bought all these jeans for $1 a piece, and I flipped them for $30 and $40 and $50. And I'm like, what? And obviously I know what the concept of retail arbitrage is, or like, you know, like Walmart, say they buy bulk for pennies, like from China, and they sell it to us for dollars and screw us, you know what I mean? Like toilet paper and food and all. Anyhow, obviously I knew they did that, but on a smaller scale for me, I never thought of doing that. And I'm like, shit, you know what? My Goodwill has Dollar Day on Sundays. I'm gonna go. And I took $20, you guys, in 2017. It was July, I think. July of 2017. Took $20, went to Dollar Day, got, you know, I don't know, I found 10 or 12 items there and listed them, and I sold 4 of those items, which were all jeans, because I just started what she was doing, you know. Flipped them all for 20 or 30 bucks a piece, and it was an instant high. Like, it is this addiction you cannot even describe, to buy an item for $1 and make 20 or 30 bucks off of it, okay? And that was it. Like, ever since then, I learned everything I could. I stay up about styles and brands and stuff like that sell. I never stop learning, essentially, as a reseller. And so this coming July will be my 9th year, you guys, and I pretty much do that full time now. And you can't start out doing it full time, but you can build it. And so that's just my story of how I left my 9-to-5. I don't use my degree at all at a W-2 job anymore, other than to do my taxes. I do my own taxes, you know. I don't trust anybody else. I don't want to pay anybody else, so I do my own. And I, you know, keep my own, like, records, bookkeeping, whatever, for my reselling business and for gig work. But I, like, get up in the morning at 5, and I'll work 4 to 5 hours doing gig work. And then I list stuff. I list 5 to 10 items per day on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. I do my shipments, and I have freedom. I have money. Like, I don't know. But this has just gotten off on a whole little tangent. If you guys suffer from the Monday scaries, the Sunday scaries, whatever, and you hate your job and you hate, you know, being a slave to someone else, I'm telling you how to break out of that. And if you don't start now, you know, you won't ever build up to, like, full-time reselling or, you know, whatever. But it takes a couple of years to really get that platform going, to get your, like, feedback, your ratings, and all that stuff, where there's more exposure to your Poshmark closet and your eBay store and all that stuff. But you can do it. And I started out, it's the girl that I started out watching, her name is Megan Mowini. She's on Instagram, she's on YouTube. I think she's quit uploading on YouTube though. Then I found Hustle at Home Mom, Bearded Thrifter, I used to watch Kentucky Pickers or Homeschooling Pickers or whatever, but they've been in a bunch of scandal lately, y'all, and they are not authentic people. There's been some stuff about them, and I just don't even want to, like, watch them anymore, so I don't. But there's a lot of reputable, really successful resellers out there that you guys can watch and get started. Hustle at Home Mom is the most down-to-earth, kindest, like, humble person that you can watch to learn from, and she does not gatekeep. She will teach you how to resell. Megan Mawini, I loved her videos, but I don't think she does them anymore like I used to. She's the one I found that I love that initially got me onto reselling, and I don't know that she even does content anymore. But Hustle at Home Mom does. She's on YouTube and Facebook. You guys go check her out. Like, if you're curious about reselling or about, like, breaking free, the world is literally your oyster. People say that, and you're like, whatever. It's totally true. And in the age of technology and the internet and endless supply of, like, apps and, exposure, why do you still have a 9-to-5? And I know people are going to say, benefits, 401k, retirement. I have all of that myself, and I don't answer to anyone. Like, why are you still answering to people? I don't know. I get a lot of people are not self-starters. And you know what's crazy? My dad's whole family, sister, brother, father, mother, all his uncles, cousins, all of them are entrepreneurs. They all have their own business. These pumpkins were rotted. There's not one person in my dad's family that works for somebody else. And I think that's where my, like, drive comes from. It's, like, in my blood. His dad owned a trucking company. And then his son, my dad's brother, worked for him. My dad was a roadie, and he is a luthier now. He still makes wooden, like, things. He makes tables, guitars, like, anything wood he makes. I have a family. It's a Toy Story Christmas blow-up thing with an alien. My daughter would, like, steal that if she saw it. No, she wouldn't really, but it's funny. There's a barbecue business in Tennessee, and now it's in Kentucky, called Jim's Barbecue. You guys can look it up. My uncle started it in 1979, I think, 70-something. It's still open today. His son took it over when he passed. It's still so successful that he's only open 3 days a week, you guys. And he's just so successful. It's open 3 days a week. Like, that tells you something. And I just think that drive is in me. And I think not everyone can have the ambition to get up every day and hustle. If you want to be a reseller, it's work. People think, they don't work. They just flip stuff for money. No, it's work. You have to go source it. You have to buy it. You have to, if it's stained or whatever, have to clean it, photograph it, list it, have an inventory system. When it comes time to sell it, you got to pull it from inventory. You've got to ship it. You got to go to the post office or FedEx or UPS. It's a whole cycle, and I do that every single day. So, it's worth it. I would rather work 80 hours a week for myself than work 40 for someone else. And the other thing is there are endless possibilities for income, you guys. Like, I make so much more in a day than I've ever made in my life. And some days it's slow. Some days I don't have any Instacart deliveries or sales. That's usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that are slower. I still make money. I just don't make as much. But the weekends are booming, you guys. And the more you list, the more you go shopping at Goodwill or thrift stores or wherever, and the more you list, the more money you make. It's just an algorithm. So, I don't know. I'm trying to give you guys like a reality pep talk here. The world is an endless supply of stuff for people to resell. You could get a flea market booth. You could have a brick and mortar store. There's just so many things you can do. I choose to use online platforms because they just take a little portion of your money for using their platform. You don't have to, like, I've thought about getting a flea market booth, but at a flea market booth, you've got to check in with them, you know, and stock it and all that, which would be fun. And I'm still not sure that I don't want to try that out. I just haven't. But I'll just get clear totes from Walmart and store my inventory in them and put categories, you know. And I have an upstairs in my house that that's all that is just inventory. So, and then I have a building outside. I did have a storage unit. I downsized when I moved and decided to get rid of that because I can keep everything at my house. It's just me and my daughter there. Anyway, I have talked enough. I am headed to... I hate iPhone. It gets hot if you look at it wrong, and my phone got hot and just like cut off. But this vlog is stupid and boring, and I know that. I just wanted to upload something for today for Vlogmas, and I got off on the reselling tangent. But I'm the type of person that wants like the best for everyone. I have a friend that I talk to every day, and she's so miserable at her job, and just, well, I actually have two friends like that. And I have three friends that I'm very, very close to. One has just recently started reselling and trying new things like that. And she's been kind of successful in Mercari. My other two friends, I think they're kind of scared to not have a regular job or, you know, what people deem regular. To me, this is regular. Because, I mean, the money's good, you know. But, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm their pep talker every day. I'm just like, you can do it. Quit your job. I don't advocate quitting your job unless you start reselling and build like some income first, which is what I did. I worked at my regular job, did DoorDash and Postmates on the side, and then resold over here on the other side, you know, until I could drop some of that. So what I dropped was my full-time job. So anyway, and I make more money now than ever. So that's my spiel, you guys. It's Friday, TGIF. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you've had some good food today, some good coffee. I'm going to go eat McDonald's and then cry about my stomach hurting. And I'll see you guys on the vlog tomorrow.
Who's else a volley? Better a man.
I got Mickey. Quintessential. It's hard to do one-handed, man. I got Mickey and the castle. Perfect.
It's gonna be the same too.
Oh, you got Mickey and the castle too. Womp womp. I've never seen a furry in the wild before until today.